Yo, what's up, This is Boein777, AM Katsuku Zimbabwe, Amai Mandela, aka Sabina Ruiz. Because really say, guys, I don't know whether I should say congratulations or nematambudziko enyaya dzemari dziri kutaurwa, it's okay? But pane kanyaya yakandauya kuti nditaureni spiritually, okay? Chii chinonzi sanctions. Why are people so scared kuti tibvunze kuti chii chinonzi sanctions? Why are we so scared kuti munhu akatanga kutaura sanctions everybody anotanga kumutuka? Why? Chimbozvibvunzai kuti why? Sanctions aya when were they implemented in Zimbabwe? What are the side effects of sanctions? Zvinorevei? Ina ntomboziya kuti sanctions aya anorevei? Kuti sanctions aya ari kutaura kuti chii? Ndinongoziya wedre kuti sanction. What is the meaning of sanctions? I started asking this question when some people say my kids were taken by foster social services in England. I say it was a mutual agreement, even though at that particular time things had got it twisted, because like I told you, my health is not really perfect. So my other son, he really didn't understand how I feel pain on the other side of my face. But I want to tell you something. Spiritually, God said to me, Ame Mandela, look at your children, how they've gone and this and that. And obviously there's been a miscarriage of justice because you've told social services, could please, can you take the other child who American, this Mandela, the American child, right? He's the one who's causing all this problem. That's why I'm not at peace in my house. And leave the other one. Of course, you can't choose your children. But there comes a time as a Zimbabwean, you must make a choice and you must say, okay, I have to choose this and that until we made other arrangements, okay? But the Spirit of God told me, why do you think the Zimbabwean people have not fought for your children? I've been asking myself up to today. And then something happened. Another guy was being shouted, Nenyema sanctions. I want to reply this very clearly. Please hold on. African, keep quiet. Police, keep quiet now. Yeah, they're like me. I don't like noise. That's why me and my other son, Tichinetsan, okay? But mwana uyu akatraya Mandela kuchengeta amai ake semuZimbabwe. Ndira amai vakarwira vana vavo vakarohwa neteza gun tikapiwa mapepa muno. But little did I know kuti vana ava pavachakura nekurwara kwandakazoita maybe teza gun yakaita kuti face ise paside kuti mwana wangu haazonzwisisa. But Mandela, let me tell you the truth, he's such a good boy, including Indiana. Ndina hangu ndangova lettered down nekurwara. You can see my lip is like this. Saka, going back to the subject, sanctions. I asked the Spirit of God and I said, why has the Zimbabwean man not cried for my child? If their sister can say there's been a miscarriage of justice, then they'd come to help me, but it's as if now they're destroying me. To be quite honest, at the moment with the way Zimbabwe is going, I'm not regretting my children being in foster care. I go and see them. Tomorrow I'll be going to see them again. Okay? So that's not a problem. The topic is Yema sanctions. God said to me, do you know why your own Zimbabwean people have not fought for your children? Listen, and listen very carefully. Okay? I'm not saying you should fight for my kids because before ndakatokumbira vamwe vanhu ndikati no, do not cry for my children, cry for yours. Hard times ahead. I hope today now you can understand what that video meant. Kuti, do not pray for my children. Pray for yours because hard times ahead. I am a mother who was shot by a taser gun to have her children's status resolved in this country. And that was in 2008. We are now in 2019. My children were taken 2 weeks ago in foster care. I cite that on support network, okay? Isusu pamwe takanyarara ende tiri vanhu vanongobatsira veukama shamwari. But tiri vanhu vasingati Oh, and teach somebody, a friend, how to be a friend. I can't teach a relative how to be a relative. Saka inini, as a Zimbabwean woman, I was affected because I'm a Zimbabwean and I've moved away from my country. Why did I move away from my country? Obviously, it's more like economic migrant, because at the end of the day, you have to run away if there's no bread. Back in the days when we left Zimbabwe, it was actually not bad, but right now it has become worse than worse. That's why I will never regret holding my own children hostage in 2008. Like I said, for those who believe in the Bible, even Abraham held his 2 sons, I think something like that, like a sacrifice. Okay, Saka, God, I spoke to the Spirit of God and said, do you know why they are not fighting for your children? I asked God why. I've been asking God several times why my own people are not coming 544. The campaign, listen guys, we can help this woman. Say my churches now, please hold your guns. I do not need your help. I am using this as an example. The Spirit of God told me, Amai Mandela, you need to look carefully what sanctions are. Who put these sanctions and why were they put on Zimbabwe? Saka, the Spirit of God told me that my Zimbabweans are not gopa. They are scared of the British people. They are scared of the English people. They are scared of the American. But let me tell you this, my child is a proper American child. His father works in the military, Vernon Nelson, RAF, Royal whatever, proper military, Vernon Nelson. Okay, so my child is an American. I do not worship an American in it. All right, the way you Zimbabweans worship my Americans or my British. My partner of 14 years, 12 years to me, he says 15 years. He is proper, pure English, and he's not British. Do you understand? In our time of England, we have integrated with the English people, and we look at you and we ask, why are you afraid? It's all easy for you to blame the ruling party right now, whatever it's called, ZANU-PF, and say, you are the problem, you are the problem, you are the problem. Please, shut the fuck up. I am begging you today. Today I'm not taking it nice. I am not taking it nice. Do you know what? I've always wanted a quiet life. But there's something. I really don't want to be a leader anytime soon. I'm really comfortable with my life. This is just enough. Why are you not focusing on the sanctions? Because this is where we have claimed asylum. This is where your children, the one who oppose the Zimbabwean government. I don't care today if you call me I'm a ZANU or if you call me I'm an MDC supporter. I really don't care, because I only report to God. Like I told you, I'm an ex-prophetess, and I'll keep it the way I believe so. The way my God taught me. The way the God who made me alive the day I was shot with a taser gun. The God who protects my children up to today. It's all easy for every Zimbabwean to blame Mnangagwa, the ruling party today. What does the Bible tell you? Pray for your leaders. Are we given the opportunity to pray for our own leaders? No. I am the product of Zimbabwe. I speak the way I speak because of the side effects of those things you call sanctions. Why did they put these sanctions in our country? Is it because they want to cheapen the minerals in Zimbabwe and then they can buy them cheap, cheap, cheap? Because you don't listen. I came here before and I told you a few things. The gold you have in Zimbabwe is the last gold. I have never ever, you know what, I was born in 1979, but if I look back, I don't think in 1971 our brothers would fight against another brother. That is called democracy, ZANU-PF and MDC. It makes me feel so much pain to see my brother who is almost my age, Mr. Chamisa, in disagreement with his father, Amnangagwa. It makes me feel pain. It makes me feel pain to think that this is not the way the Zimbabwean ancestors, Mazitate Guru Edu, would have wanted. To see people fighting. Who introduced these political parties? It's one party after another. If it's not Amgabe, it's Amnangagwa. If it's not Amnangagwa, it's Achamisa or Achangirai. May God bless his soul and rest in peace, sir. We are not going to win when we've got blinkers. Because we don't want to think. It's just we are not even educated, but we are being forced by the Spirit of God to come out because no, I really don't want to be a leader, but I'm going to speak the way I speak. Why don't you people in London, in America, wherever you are, why don't you go to your local embassies and protest about sanctions? Because you're scared. You're afraid. That's why now no Zimbabwean can stand for another Zimbabwean. Pano pa Facebook because we're so boneless. Come, I will lead you myself. American embassy, I will lead you myself. What type of countries can give sanctions to another African country? All this to say Zimbabwe owes a lot of money to the World Bank. I'm not an economist. I'm just an individual person who is just trying to say, Twitter say panapa. This is not on. It's time, my Zimbabweans, Tamira Chokwadi. When I face it up aside because of being a Zimbabwean, Vanavarim social services because of being a Zimbabwean, because you keep lying. Fuck off, man. Why? You're scared of Americans. You're scared of Americans. Don't you know they tell you that you sold them? Don't you know that? Don't you know that? You think they'll ever love you? You think British people will ever love you? You're full of shit. And I'm going to tell you the truth. You're so full of shit. Scared of white people. That's why you're still praying that Jesus, until you realize, could you have been conned, your problems will never go away. Sometimes I thank God my sons are in foster care so that we can get to the truth. Why don't you want to confront about sanctions? Why? Why? Because you're scared. Because that's where you claim you're asylum seeking and whatever bullshit. Why don't you look at them instead of looking at yourselves? Why can't MDC and ZANU-PF say, now we are brothers, and see what the world will do? Do you think they'll be happy? Do you think they'll be happy to see MDC and ZANU-PF uniting for the same cause, the troublemaker? Then mungoramba mchikoti tataridza vari kuDubai vari kutyawo kuti vakaita against nemaAmericans vanodzingwa. Please, Zimbabweans, it's high time we stop being afraid and face things as they are. What are these sanctions? What are they for? What is the side effect? You want to say, oh, Sabina, your kids are in foster care. Do you know how many people are calling me in my inbox telling me the ordeal they went through with social services in England taking our children? Some of the parents don't even see our children. A government is supposed to be getting involved in these situations. Now the Zimbabwean child is suffering. Kutatarika nyika yese. because we are not at one. Give me sanctions that I'll go by British wherever I have to go, or at any American place, and I will tell them this is wrong. This is genocide. Even to introduce that money, these old men vaneta money. But they're not telling the truth because Jesus is in place. Please, Amnagagwa, when you introduce that money the way you have, I've had enough. Ban that Jesus. I have said so. Mumacheche Isaiah, Isaima street kids. I've had enough. If I was in my own country, if these English people, these white people, whatever English, some they don't even say they were English. I hate Wangwari, the other, I English. Some of the people who came to colonize Africa, Zimbabwe. I'm not interested. I'm not a politician, but this is affecting me. It's affecting me. It's affecting my sisters. It's affecting almost every Zimbabwean. Get up! Wake up! Fucking idiots. You want to play games and protect the Americans and the British. Why you want to protect them for? Because you've never slept with them in your bed. India, I've got an Indian child. My children are adopted by an Englishman. The other child is an American, okay? Nobody tells me what to do, especially if it's not fair. It's time we Zimbabwean people need to focus on what these sanctions are and the side effects of these sanctions, all right? It's time ZANU, PF, and MDC unite for a greater cause. You're still MDC, you're still ZANU, but your policies, they're white-made. Sit down and start talking sense. The children of Zimbabwe are waking up, they're talking, we're suffering. Well done, Stana. Pretending man, fuck off. So what? The real Zimbabwean child is suffering, man. Sorry, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. There are times when you just think, you know what? I want to be a quiet person. And then Maroku said, no, you're not going to be quiet. I'm sorry. This is why I'm here. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You think if you took the country from whoever, the white people who took the country, you think they were happy just to give you a country just like that. Please, politicians in Zimbabwe, you need to start thinking with your brain, not with a colonized mind. What's so special about that? What's so special about not confronting America? You only die once, see it? If they cared about the Zimbabwean child, is it Mnangagwa, or it's the damn sanctions? Do you know what it means to have sanctions? And how many years have these sanctions been going on? We need to sit down as Zimbabweans, because like I said, I'm not joking this time. Thank you very much. I love you guys, and be strong.